everyone. In my second part of the video, where I am doing the listening of the story, I would like to talk about the video of Hannah Beard, Don't Fence Me In, which was an inspiring story that talks about social justice. I would like to acknowledge that I was drawn to the story title even before hitting the start button. The moment I started listening, my idea was to be in her shoes and understand her perspective behind the narrative and being empathetic with her and her emotions, thereby positioning an empathetic listening and slowly transitioning into generative listening as I deep dive. Dahlberg stated that as an educator, we work on developmental psychology of the child to understand future's perspective and understand their ability to perform. Therefore, when Hannah talked about her interest on being a part of the theatrical drama, it just reflected on how vigilant she is to understand her interests. I like the fact where she mentioned her passion for drama. This perhaps scaffolds the understanding that she values inclusivity and fosters opportunities by delving with people who are different from her but share similar interests. This correlates to the concept of belonging and being in the community, which reflects children's interdependence with others, helps in shaping their identities. Hannah's stories also justifies her strong persona and confidence that she shows through her words, her actions being confident and an informed learner, which is one of the learning outcomes that shape the EYLF. While listening to the story, I could also sense that when she mentioned about having confidence in her dreams and letting them shine, it invokes a sense of understanding children's interests and empowering them. A small example that I can relate to is when I was a child, I was very inquisitive to know more, and that habit has always been stuck with me till date, where I'm always learning and making myself a better person by adapting new things. I believe knowledge has no end. The more we share, the more it expands. So I could relate to Hannah's passion towards her interest as mine towards education. I also noticed Hannah's belonging to the place. She admired her studio and practiced there with her peers, which enables us to know that she values her community and her environment, and she discovers her self identity through a thorough connection that she has developed with the place. As an educator, I would also imply the similar practice as Reggio Emilia that defines children as the center of their own learning and the initiator of the process without our intervention. In my practice, I would adhere to children's interests by giving them the platform where they do not feel stereotyped or cornered or judged, by addressing issues that allow children to respect diversities and to practice an anti bias approach, which will help them imbibe qualities of equality and equity in the community. Working closely with families and modeling behavior is one way to understand children and document their progress by designing curriculum that matches their best interests. Hannah was a strong girl and she inspired young children that physical disabilities can be channelized to supersede one's goals. Thank you.